We've been learning so much about China this week. We're about to learn a little bit more, okay? We're going to read some facts about China. If they're facts, will this be a fiction or a non-fiction book? If it's information, we're going to get some information from here. Has to be non-fiction, because fiction is all of our fairy tales. They're all our made-up stories. But China is a real place, a real country, and we're going to find out some information. Okay? Let's go. China. Well, someone's visited China and he's going to tell us all about it. Oh, his name is Benjamin Blog. Benjamin Blog and his Inquisitive Dog. Oh, they've both been travelling to China. Wonder if he saw Zorg there. Oh, it's got a contents page. That means it must be non-fiction, must be information. It's going to tell us all the things that are in this book. Welcome to China. Hello, my name is Benjamin Blog, and this is Marco Polo, my inquisitive dog. He's named after the explorer Marco Polo. We've just got back from our latest adventure exploring China. We put this book together from some of the blog posts we wrote along the way. Oh, we saw this on Google Earth, how big China is. Wow, it's got sea all along this side. Wow, and it comes all the way up. So many people live here. It is enormous. Enormous. What a great word to describe how big it is. Enormous. Can you say that word? Enormous. Oh, the first stop on our tour was the city of Xi'an, and one of the most famous sites in China. It's a terracotta army. Oh, this is just like you'd make with your clay. It was made more than 2,000 years ago, and the Emperor of China, when he died, he was buried in here, but he made thousands of soldiers protect his tomb. So look, they're all life-sized clay. Can you imagine getting your Play-Doh and making life-size, so that just means the size that you are, statues. Thousands and thousands of statues to protect the emperor, all made out of clay. Wow. And this is the stadium in China where they had held the Olympics. From Xi'an, we headed north to the desert. Oh, what do you think that might feel like? It's pretty hot. Oh, Benjamin looks like he's got his hat on, so not getting sunburn on his neck. This desert is covered in sand dunes. They're always moving, burying homes and villages. It is baking hot by day. Baking hot. That's a nice describing word, isn't it? Because we can imagine when we put things in the oven, they bake. So we know that must be really hot. Freezing cold at night and dry as a bone. Ooh, we've been doing similes lately. Dry as a bone. That means there's nothing wet on it, is it? There's nothing wet on a bone. Not a place to get myself lost in. Wow. Mount Everest, the highest mountain on Earth, stands in China, between China and Nepal. Can you imagine climbing up to Mount Everest? That looks a bit cold, doesn't it? Looks a bit cold. It is so high up. There is no way, Benjamin said, I'm climbing to the top. Ooh. Would you climb to the top, do you think? Be a bit scared. After the heat and the dust of the desert, it was good to be near the water again. Barco took this photo of me at the longest river in China and in all of Asia. It flows for 6,300 kilometers, and it is called Changjiang in Chinese, which means long river. Oh, I'd go to China to see the pandas. Giant pandas live in bamboo forests on a few mountains in China. They have to eat for up to 16 hours a day to get enough bamboo shoots and leaves to fill them up. Can you imagine just eating bamboo or grass all day? 16 hours. That means that's as long as you go to bed, you're sleeping, wake up, go to school. You would be eating that entire time. Bamboo. They're big too, so they have to eat a lot of it, don't they? Oh, our next stop was Beijing, the capital of China. So that just means, the capital just means the biggest main city. About half of all Chinese people live in cities, and 20 million live in Beijing. I'm off to the Forbidden City, which was once the Emperor's palace. Emperor just means like the king's palace. I've been told that this is the best way to get there is by bike. We saw some of these sort of buildings when we did Japan, didn't we? Wow, look at these big, tall skyscrapers. Beijing has lots of skyscrapers, lots of bright lights. Ni hao! Does anyone remember what ni hao means? More than 1.3 billion people live in China, more than any other country. Most people speak Mandarin Chinese. Ni hao means hello. Chinese is written in symbols called characters. Each character stands for a different word or idea. Ooh. Just like we did in our lesson this week, we did a symbol that meant what? Happiness. We did a symbol that meant happiness. Families are quite small in China, and most people only have one child. So they don't have brothers or sisters. Most families only have you. So if you've got no brothers and sisters, you would be like some of the kids in China. These are Chinese children doing exercises before their school begins. Wow. They start school at the age of 6, so they start a little bit later than you, and they are subject to work very hard. They study subjects such as Chinese, maths, science, history, music, and PE, physical education. Look at these tall skyscrapers. Oh, most people live in these huge apartments. They're very small and they don't have any gardens. Have you got a garden at home? You're very lucky because lots of people in China don't have gardens. Oh, we have just arrived in Hong Kong in time for Chinese New Year. Who remembers what we say in Chinese for Chinese New Year? Gung hei bat choi. That's us. Look, do you remember this? We're doing this week. Dragons. What do you think you could hear if you were there? What do you think you could hear? Firecrackers? Yeah? You'd see lots of people, lots of colours. You might smell the firecracker smoke. This is the most important holiday in China, and the dancing is wonderful. The dancers are dressed as a dragon, and they twist and they turn through the streets. In China, dragons are thought to bring good luck. Beautiful, beautiful temples in China. Feeling hungry. China is so enormous. There's that word again, enormous. So we can imagine it big. That each part of the country has its own special foods. Benjamin went to try dim sum. Dim sum are bite-sized snacks such as dumplings, buns filled with meat, and stuffed leaves. Tasty. Who's had some dim sum before? Some dumplings? Gyoza? Oh no. Who's had some dumplings before? Some spring rolls? Lots of little snack-sized things. They're so famous in China. Chinese people use chopsticks to eat their meals. We've had practice using chopsticks. Oh, we might have to go to China and show everyone our new skills, our chopstick skills. You must hold them the right way though, otherwise it is bad manners. Well, we can't put them in our ears then, can we? It's not going to be very helpful. I know some of you actually, there's lots of you that have practiced holding their chopsticks and are very good at it now. Oh, my favourite. Kung Fu is a famous Chinese martial art. It is a set of movements and exercises that are meant to improve a person's body and mind. Ooh, can everyone show me their best Kung Fu moves? Nearly half of all Chinese people work in the farms, and rice is one of the most important things they grow. Oh, look, you can see all this rice is being picked here by this lady. Picking it by hand. If you look at a toy in a toy shop, if we look at our toys in the London toy shops, lots of them are made in China. China has thousands and thousands of toy factories, all being made for you, for me, for everyone. A lot of them are made in China. Finally, oh, it's their last day of their tour of China, and they're going to see the Great Wall of China. Oh my gosh, can you see how long that is? How big that is? See these bricks? Did you know that these bricks were stuck together, all the way back then, were stuck together with sticky rice? Can you believe that? Sticky rice is stuck, all these bricks are stuck together with sticky rice, and they still are today. They still are today. I'm going to see if you were listening. I'm going to give you a quiz. What does ni hao mean? What does ni hao mean? It means hello. Hello. What do pandas eat? Do they eat meat? Do they eat people? Bamboo. Good. Oh, and what was the really long wall in China, really famous? What was that called? The Great Wall stuck together with sticky rice of China. The Great Wall of China. Well done. I'll see you next time.